Hi everyone and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a deep core and glutes workout. I have a band and ankle weights on, but you don't need either, or you could do one or the other to turn up the heat, whatever you prefer. We are going to start by waking up the lymph node and hydrating the fascia. So you're going to come up onto your knees. Your right leg is going to go forward, your left leg is back. As you inhale, we're just going to stretch, warm up, and release the psoas. Keep the pelvis tucked and the ribs tucked. And then as you exhale, we're going to reach back. I want you to dig your heel into the mat and try to pull your heel to your knee as your knee pulls to your heel. So we're creating some oppositional energy. And then come forward and stretch. And then back, it's an active stretch. On this next one, we're going to keep the big toe down onto the mat. You're not going to go as far. And I want you to press the big toe and the heel in and pull it back. Feel the stretch through the shin and then forward. One more. Good. We're going to switch legs. So we're starting with the heel, starting with the psoas. A nice deep stretch, keeping that stack. And then dig that heel and pull that knee towards the heel. Good. And now we're keeping that big toe down, pulling that foot back. Nice. Okay, we're gonna come to lie on your right side. Hand is gonna come over your head. Knees are in tabletop. Left hand comes onto the left knee. And as you exhale, you're gonna press your hand into your knee into your hand. I want you to open up that pelvis. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, press, 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 press. Inhale down. Good, so this is opposite from a clamshell. Normally in a clamshell, I want your pelvis to stay controlled, but here we're opening up the hip and hydrating the fascia. So you're opening that pelvic floor, that pelvic bowl. Now on this one, we're gonna keep the knee open. Internally rotate your glute. Your hip will follow. Exhale, press, 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 press. Inhale, spring it back up. Turn it in, press, 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 press. Bring it back up. You'll start to feel that glute wake up. You might start to feel a little tremor, which is a good thing. We're releasing all that stored tension, all those things you don't want to deal with. One more. Nice. Okay. Turning onto the other side, you can flip over or turn over if you're like me. Press, 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 press. Down. Opening up the pelvis. And then on this next one, we're going to keep it open. Find the internal rotation of your glute. Press, press, press. Inhale, spring it back up. I like to brace through my ribs, so we got to draw those back in. Nice. Good, and we're going to go one more. Perfect. Okay, we're going to grab the band, come to lay on your back. Now, you can take this two ways. If you're working on strengthening your pelvic floor, I would keep your feet down, but if you want to take the advanced option, you can bring your knees up. Just depends whether you over dome or grip here. So if you find yourself bracing, just bring your legs down. It's just as effective, if not more, than here. Round the shoulders back and then widen the pecs. Think about softening through the base of the skull and softening through the back of the shoulders. Flex the toes in. As you inhale, we're gonna butterfly the hips open. And as you exhale, I want you to resist coming back in. So don't let the band take you in. Good. And then tune into your body as you do this. Are you gripping through your inner thighs as you draw in, or can you try to soften through the pelvic floor while keeping that resistance through the outside of the legs? You need to use your mind body to do that. Good, we're gonna go for 2. And 1. Nice. From here, as you inhale, I want you to press your right hamstring into the band, kick it out. Exhale, flex, pull your knee back into the hip socket, not your belly button. Press in that hamstring, straighten, flex, pull the knee back into the glute. Nice. Try to keep that length through the pelvis. Okay, heels together, toes apart. As you inhale, you're gonna butterfly the knees open, find the spiral through the outside of the hip. So the front of the hip is gonna try to brace and take it. You need to use your mind to get into your glutes. As you inhale, we're gonna kick both legs straight out. Exhale, come back in. Now notice I'm not going too low because I'm trying to keep my back flat on the mat. The lower you go, the more chance of popping up. If you can go lower without letting your ribs and your low back lift, by all means, it's all you, go for it. I'm still spiraling those hips open as I come in against the band. For 2. And 1. Nice. From here, we're gonna keep the knees spiraling open. Inhale, tap the toes down. Watch that the low back doesn't lift. Exhale, lower belly scoops the knees back up. Go with control, not momentum. Use your mind body. So low belly picks it up, not the knees. Inhale, lengthen the front of the hip, round the shoulders back. Exhale, belly button pulls you in. For 2. And 1. Good. We're gonna bring the legs down, give them a break. Hands come behind your head, elbows in your peripherals, and then soften your shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower. For 3. And then on this next one, we're gonna come down. Knees come back into tabletop in that Pilates V, so they're spiraling open. Exhale, curl up, elbows to knees. Inhale, toe tap. You don't have to let the toes tap on the mat if you don't have that mobility through your spine. 4, 3, Good. Think about widening through the front of the pelvis, spiraling through the back of the glutes. And then we're just going to hold it up. Inhale, kick the legs out. Exhale, back in. Softening your throat, softening the base of the skull into your hands. For 2. Good. Coming all the way down. Take a second, breathe into your belly. Hands are coming down by your sides, feet are hip distance. We're just gonna release and mobilize the spine a little bit more. As you exhale, you're gonna tuck your pelvis in, walk your spine up into a bridge. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, walk it down. Inhale, release the spine completely. Exhale, walk it up. Watch at the top end that when you come up, you're not dumping into your neck. You want your ribs in line with your hips. On this next one, we're gonna hold it up. Okay, so checking in with your posture, checking in with your ribs, with your neck and your shoulders, pressing through the big toe and the heel. As you inhale, butterfly the knees open. Exhale back. So same idea, the movement's coming from the outside of the glutes, outside of the legs, and you're resisting. You're not allowing that band to close the legs. For 5, 4, 2, and then on this next one, we're gonna hold the knees open. Soften through your chest, soften through your shoulders. Keep that spiral coming from the outside of the hips. Exhale, drop the hips halfway and lift. I lied to you. Inhale, drop it halfway. Exhale, thrust it up. As long as you're breathing, you're good. We're gonna go for 5. Watching that the ribs aren't dropping first. Good, and then on this next one, hold it up. Again, exhale, bring the knees back to center. Inhale, butterfly them open. Checking in with your spine and your shoulders and your chest. Good, for 3, for 2. We're gonna hold the knees open one more time. And this time, inhale, tap the glutes onto the mat. Exhale, up. So my feet are still on the floor. They're not lifting out too much. For 3, for 2, and 1. Hold it up. Take a nice pull from the hips off of the ribs. So try to find that length. Soften for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down, hug your knees into your chest. Okay, we're gonna bring the legs back. You're gonna lift your left heel up, ground your right foot into the mat, and then widen through the back of the shoulders. As you exhale, thrust your hips up. Inhale, tap it down. So you're grounding through that right heel, folding and lifting from the hips. For 4, On this next one, we're gonna hold it up. Find your posture. Make sure you're not lifting too high. Make sure your low back isn't firing. Inhale, pick the left foot up. Exhale, tap it down. Widen through the back of the shoulders and soften through the pecs. Good. For 3. For 2. And on this next one, you're gonna hold it up. Option to stay here, or inhale, kick the leg out, bring it back in. Again, find length through your side body and check in with your ribs. And then on this next one, we're gonna kick the leg straight out. Bring it up to the ceiling. Exhale, drop the legs. Inhale, oop. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. For 3. For 2. And 1. Good, come all the way down. Take that right leg up, stretch it out. Impossible not to feel the right glute there. Okay, set yourself back up. Left heel is in line with your left hip. Right heel is lifted. You're on your tippy toes. We're gonna exhale, thrust. Inhale, tap. Finding that hip crease fold. Rounding the shoulders back and softening the pecs. For 3. And then on this next one, we're gonna hold it up. Check in with your body. Lengthen through your side body. Inhale, lift. Lower. Check your pecs, check your ribs. They're gonna try to grip. You're gonna try to dump into your shoulders. For 3. And then hold it up. Lengthen. Inhale, kick out. Exhale, pull in. Again, I'm not pulling so far in that I'm crunching through my side body. I'm maintaining that length that I just created. Point, flex. For 2. And then on this next one, we're holding it out, lifting it up to the ceiling, dropping the hips down on the inhale, exhale, lift. Good, for 3. And 1. Coming all the way down, stretching it out. Okay. We're gonna come up onto your hands and knees now. So option, if your wrists start to bother you, you can come down on your forearms. However, when you're up on your shoulders, you are getting a shoulder workout and a deeper core activation, but you'll still get core here as long as you're keeping your stability through your pelvis and your glutes. Your right foot is going to go straight out and your pelvis shines down, your ribs stack. Inhale to push your belly straight out and then exhale, allow the belly to come back in. Don't force it, just find that natural release. It's going to keep your core where it should be. As you exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. I'm only going as high as my glute, not into my low back. I'm keeping my core floating away from the mat. If you feel your wrist, you're dropping through your chest and your core is gone. For 5, 4, 2, 1. We're going to bend the knee in, kick it straight out. Good, keeping that right hip shining down and that belly drawing in gently for 5, 4, my head is in line with my spine. On this next one, we're going to hold the leg out. You're going to bring it over to the left and then over to the right. Again, I'm still lifting through my core, so it's sneaky core just as much as it is glutes. Good. For 3, for 2, and then on this next one, we're going to leave the foot over to the right, coming down on the left forearm. You're going to bend your right knee into your right elbow and then diagonally kick it back. Bend it in, kick it back. Good, for 2. And then hold it out, flex the toe, pulse through the side of the glute. So the foot is moving because the glute is pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Come all the way in, take a second. Whew. We're going to do it again on the other side. So coming back into tabletop, find your stack. So press through the shoulders, push your belly out, invite it gently back in, hold it there. Left leg goes straight out. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Only going as high as my glute. Feeling it on the top of my glute. For 4, 3. And then on this next one, we're going to hold it out, bend the knee in, kick it out. So press into the hamstring and the top of the glute. 4. My body's shaking. On this next one, hold it out. Cross it to the right, then to the left. Keep your ribs and your pelvis square. You can tell with the tremors in my body, it is hard. Good. For 3, for 2, and then on this next one, the leg is going to stay out to the left. My right forearm drops down. We're going to bend the knee and to the elbow and then kick it out, flex the toes. I'm going to just move the band. Yeah. For 5. 3. And then on this next one, hold it out, flex the toes, pulse it. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way in. Amazing. We're going to come to sit on the bum. Oh, stretch the legs out. Okay, last set, last burnout. You can take this again up on your wrists or down on your forearms, depending on whether or not you want to work the shoulders a little bit more. We are coming up. Find your plank, press through the shoulders. Make sure your ribs and your hips are stacked so you're not so high and you're not pressing forward. We're just gonna press through the left heel, so feel that tension through the left heel. Pick your right leg up, lower. So I'm using the top of my glute to press into the band. We're gonna go for 4. And then option now to drop onto your forearms or stay where you are. Tap the toe out to the side and back in. So again, we're using that side of the leg that works so hard for us. Make sure you're not dumping into the chest or your wrists. Your heels are equally heavy. 6, 4, 2. Nice. Come all the way down. Shake out the wrists. That is it. You are all done. Really good job.